So, it's your boy King Say so. I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe as you always. Watch the full video.
By now, we all know OTF Jam is 100% testifying against Lil Durk in this federal murder for hire case. And this is major because OTF Jam was allegedly one of Durk's hitmen, catching multiple bodies. Durk gave him $50,000 when he got out of jail. Dude was bad. They allegedly had to pull him into a room and tell him, stop committing so many murders because you're going to put the feds on us. Well, academics just dove into...
It's still crazy. Like, again, all how niggas be thinking shit is still good. Like, nigga, this nigga was supposedly getting paid for what he was doing. Niggas are regularly putting in work for the hood and folding. This nigga was getting paid and folded.
A whole nother conspiracy theory as to the actual reason why OTF Jam is testifying against Durk. A few months ago, I reached that the screen day for OTF Jam $50,000. This is just a clip from one of Axe Lives.
What's nice for steady crying, huh? He steady crying. Feed him.
You actually see Durk give him the money.
Feed him.
Get him up, bro.
Get him up so they won't be the tripping, bro.
See that?
Feed
For my
him.
baby, steady.
Now, you gotta listen very carefully here, Chad. Listen very, very carefully. What did Durk just say?
Get him up, bro.
Get him up so they won't be the tripping, bro.
See that?
Feed
For my
him.
baby.
Basically, he says, yo, you better hold this before your baby.
What's nice?
Before your baby
I did hear him say before your baby mama get the tripping.
mama get to tripping. Now you actually see Durk handing him, stacks of 20s equaling out to $50,000. But he mentions his baby mama. You better hold on to that before your baby mama get to tripping. And the baby mama route takes a very dark turn. Now, in another clip, Ack reveals in leaked Durk phone call, Durk was bragging about not paying OTF Jam for multiple murders.
In 2022, Durk and this guy's phone call comes out. Boona is telling Durk that OTF Jam is a little bit tight. He's tight because he's allegedly doing these murders, and after that 50K, looked like the 50K was a subscription package. After you get the 50, all right, nigga, kill like 10 people. Now, basically, Jam has started complaining. Like, he wants some bread. And this
He probably complaining because like nigga, he know Durk got millions. Like you did an interview with $1 million on the table in the hood. So 50 racks ain't shit.
is where Boona tells Durk over the phone, and Durk reacts. Listen.
I called John. I talked to John like yesterday. I said, "Wow." He said, "Man, this bitch, that nigga, they was scared anyway." I said, "They ain't nothing." He said, "Hell
Why
nah,
Chirac
I ain't
humor
feel
leaked
right."
the
He's
shit?
looking at me like I ain't feel right anyway. I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Nah, I ain't fucking with nothing."
I just did something that's gonna piss them off. Yeah.
You literally hear Boona say, I talked to Jam. Jam said niggas was scared. Maybe he's talking about a drill or a hit he went on. And he says, yo, did you get paid for it? He said, man, them niggas ain't give me nothing. He's feeling away, and Durk is reacting to it. It appears that Durk probably knew he was starting to feel away, but Durk didn't give a fuck. Durk says, I just did some shit to piss him off. So either he's kind of like bragging about not paying Jam, or there is a theory that Durk quickly start realizing that Jam might be jammed up by the feds, and that's why he doesn't want to pay him. It's either one.
I mean, looking at it like that, if you
I think is again, like why do you expect this man to pay you when you're supposedly now you're doing shit for the hood? Why should just because this nigga is the top paid nigga, why should he have to pay you for doing something to y'all ops? Now, if you're doing something to his personal ops, that's different. That's different.
think somebody's already been picked up, yeah, you're not gonna fuck with them at all. You gotta cut off all contact and communication. But on the other end of that, the audacity to not pay somebody who is a stone cold killer, right? Not only are they allegedly putting in work for you, but obviously they've done shit for themselves, maybe for other people. Jam is just smacking people off the planet, right? Just knocking the soul up out of them like it's nothing, like it's a regular fucking job. So for Durk to be like, yeah, fuck him. I ain't paying him. I just did something to piss him off. That's some crazy shit. Cause how you gonna get
Me personally, I'm not paying. If this is me, I'm Dirk. You doing shit on your own. Like you doing shit for the hood. You doing shit that you personally wanted to do. I'm not paying you for that, nigga. Like nigga, that was your decision. Something I asked you to do, that's different. That's a whole different mission now.
around this dude in real life and feel comfortable around him, knowing what he actually does? There's a big difference between paying somebody to do something and being the person that actually gets it done. There's a very big difference between the two. You know, one, you could be like, oh, well, Dirk's the boss. He's the money. He's the this and the that. Yeah. But this dude is the crash out. This is the dude that goes and actually does. I mean, you could just see the difference in the picture right here. He's posing with the bread. He's, he ain't got to do too much. He's got this fat ass chain. But this dude, no matter how much money you put in his hands, he just looks like he kills people.
Yeah.
But basically, this is proof that Jam felt underappreciated. And the reality is, I know 50,000 is a lot of money, but it's not enough money for unlimited murders.
A killer feeling unappreciated. This is like a Chicago love story. And I mean, yeah, 50,000 sounds like a bag. To most people, 50,000 is a bag, but 50,000 gets blown through like that. And paying someone 50,000 for unlimited murders, allegedly, is crazy. That's insane. That doesn't, the price of life is cheap in Chicago for sure. But $50,000 isn't what you think it is. If one of you hit a scratch off for $50K, the majority of you would blow that within the next.
Yeah, but again, it's only not enough to the nigga that knows you got more. That's when it's not enough. A nigga that's, again, niggas are doing shit for the hood for nothing, throwing away their freedom for nothing, for no amount of money. So just say, hey, if the big homie, the OG, came and said, hey, nigga, I got $2,000. Go get that out. That you was already gonna get anyway, or that you should have been getting anyway. Go get that out. Nigga gonna do it for 2 bands. So 50,000 is for sure a lot. But it's not a lot. It's not a lot to the nigga that knows you got more of it. That's the issue. That's pocket watching.
3 months. And the financial advisors can jump in the comments and act like, oh, I'd invest in this and I'd invest in this. Realistically, it just doesn't happen like that. Statistically, most people that win the lottery end up losing it all. But this is where things take a very big turn. Academics alleges Lil Durk paid OTF members to knock off OTF Jam's Babymomma to scare him from cooperating with the feds.
He starts working, and at that point, Jam, after getting no support from Durk, no payments from Durk, supposedly starts working with the government. They lock him up, and then he disappears into the system, which is when he officially starts cooperating. Jam didn't fully already start to testify, but he was moving weird. Durk is hearing about how he was complaining. It's sounding a little spooky. What happens after is OTF Jam Babymomma.
I would, if I'm not the leader of this shit, and I start, we watched this in what was it called? The movie with Benny Siegel, something property, state property. Nigga, when that nigga when that his one homie that got to complain about he ain't eating as much as everybody else, nigga, what'd he do? He got the tripping. If you're in a crew, mind you started from before it was a crew, everybody was broke. So we became a crew, and somebody who's making all the plays or coming up with all the plays, and then somebody who's putting in the real muscle work, and then the other niggas who are doing this, just going along. So everybody's tax bracket is going to be different. Everybody ain't gonna eat the same, or even if we all eat the same on one lick, what we all do with our own individual money, it's going to add up differently. So therefore, if you getting your money, just say we all getting 30,000, right? It's 3 niggas. Everybody get 30 bands. You probably go blow through your shit. The next nigga, he probably gonna invest into his shit. The next nigga probably go to say he probably gonna go put this into it some type of account or something that's gonna like it's investing, but it ain't invested. Like he gonna put his money into something that's gonna double up some money, and then now 3-4 years later, everybody's tax bracket is different. The third nigga who been blowing through it is gonna be mad at the other two niggas who are up. Like, oh, you niggas got this, I ain't got that. Y'all looking like this, I'm looking like that. Nigga, that's your fault. That's your fault, bro. You like, if you're in a crew and you got a leader, just say Lil Durk is a leader. The rest of the niggas in the crew is not gonna be eating as much as this nigga. He's a leader. Well, how would you be eating as much as him?
Mama gets killed. Allegedly, after is OTF Jam, Babymomma gets killed. Allegedly, to scare him to not cooperate, they clap his baby moms. This shit sound like a movie, Jack.
That's crazy.
That
for
literally
sure wouldn't make
sounds
a
like a
nigga
movie.
not wanna
This
do
would
it.
be some crazy shit.
If they did that, that was dumb. That was dumb. Like that's not gonna make a nigga. Oh, yo, you like. I mean, it probably would, but for the most part, no. That's gonna do that shit. I'm surprised if that happened, that he didn't just come get Durk himself. But then again, like, how would you get him when everybody know that you know that you bought the smoke?
Because again, we just covered 6ix9ine going at Lil Durk, and everyone looked at 6ix9ine like you had no reason to snitch, da 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 da. And 6ix9ine is saying, why would I be loyal to people that kidnapped me, robbed me, hooked up with my baby?
Nah, for 6ix9ine though, knocking your baby mama off and then crushing her is two different things. Two different things. Your baby mama didn't have to give it up. She went over there being disloyal. But also, we all know this should come with being in the hood. If you gonna be in the hood, especially you take your girl around niggas. She go like, look, Fred. It's how you know when shit is going left, and when you know it's a possibility of something happening. If you take your girl around your homies, around to your hood, whatever, and then niggas who you personally know that don't know her are following her, them ain't your real homies. Them is not your homies, bro. Because why you follow my girl when you don't even know her? She don't know you. I know I never introduced y'all together, but you follow her because you seen her in the hood with me. Or you see me post her and now you following her. Them ain't your homies. Them ain't your homies. So for 6ix9ine, it was like the niggas who you was telling to supposedly telling to do shit, you had no right telling on them because you were the one telling them to go do it. The niggas who just now mind you, if it's them same niggas or the same niggas who try to rob you, I can't say that he was wrong, bro. I can't 100% say he was wrong because nigga, why would I be loyal to you niggas when you niggas did me this grimy? Now mind you, being loyal or not sent on somebody who you sent on a mission that did nothing bad to you, but besides go on your mission, you can't send on them because you the one sent them on the mission.
Mama, all this crazy shit, right? Shit that your friends wouldn't do. A lot of people agreed with that. Like, yeah, that ain't.
And again, like you just said, a lot of things that your friends wouldn't do. Your hood, most of the niggas in your hood is not your friends. Them are associates. Them are just other soldiers. Them are not your friends. Like, people gotta get that shit out of their head thinking every single person within your hood is your friend. It don't work like that. It don't work like that, bro. This is like, think about it like high school. You know a lot of people in high school, but nigga, half the motherfuckers one of your friends. You would see a nigga, what's up? What's happening, bro? You good? That's it. Ain't no, let's sit down and have a full-blown heavy conversation. No, nigga, I know you as an associate. You're not my friend. I'm not inviting you to my house. I will see you in the hood. I'm not inviting you to my house. I'm not going to your house. We ain't going to dinner together. We ain't finna go to 2-man together. Nothing. I know you. You the homie though.
You know what I'm saying? Them clearly ain't your homies. And the other people were like, man, that's regular shit. Your baby mama fucked off, whatever. Motherfuckers felt like you was moving weird, so they try to get at you. You was supposed to get back at them, whatever, right? But that's why everyone got on him.
Nigga, nah, sorry to keep all that. If you moving weird, it's nigga tell him, hey bro, you moving weird. What's up, nigga? Like what's going on? You don't go try to rob your homie because he's moving weird. No.
And that was what he said was his reason for cooperating. I'm not going to be loyal and sit down for 20 something years for people who clearly weren't loyal to me. Well, look at this situation. If this is true, Lil Durk allegedly felt like Jam was cooperating and got his baby mama killed. 6ix9ine's baby mama allegedly got hit. They actually did a hit on Jam's baby mama, allegedly.
If they actually did that, I can't say he's wrong for doing what he's doing there. Like, I didn't know this. It was just the fact, like, the part of he was getting paid. If you was getting paid for doing what you're doing, bro, you gotta, hey, these are the consequences of doing what you was doing, getting paid for it or not. So therefore, you should have snitched. But if he did this to you, I can't say that you were wrong. I can't say he's right.
I will say this: there's not much linking Durk to the murder of his baby moms. His baby moms, I believe, was a male woman, and she got killed. And they did arrest somebody for the murder, but it was a 15-year-old, and there was no clear ties to Durk. You know, this quote unquote streets and the narrative was saying that was a way to try to warn or scare Jam about snitching.
Homie, you couldn't have just talked to him? You couldn't have just like said something? You just had to go and flat out kill his baby mama? That's a crazy accusation right there. That right there, if that would have proved to be true, I mean, how many of y'all would sympathize with Jam? If someone went and killed your baby mama because they thought you were going to snitch, not you, which doesn't even make any fucking sense. Why not just hit Jam if that's the case? But not that. They're going to keep the killer, but they're just going to make the killer.
Come to get him, if he already corroborating with the police, if something happens to him, the police know that, all right, who's the first thing that the police ask, who was the last person this person had beef with? Oh, he was snitching. He was from the tail on this person. This person found out, and then, bam, he knocked him off. Go get him. That's the reason why it would have that. Like, when it kind of catching a hat, you got to try to make it to where this person, you have no ties to this person at all. Like, you never beef with this person, you never argue with them, you never hung with them, you never spoke, you never talked. You have no ties to that person. So therefore, if they end up unalive, nobody's come looking for you because again, they're gonna ask who was the last person this person was in communication with, or the last person that wanted to cause this person some harm. Oh, it was this person. Go get him, or let's go talk to him at least.
Even matter because they're gonna knock his baby mama off and then be like, yeah, you better not, and it's like, what? Now, a 15-year-old boy was sentenced to 5 years in juvenile detention after pleading guilty to the July 19th, 2024 shooting of a U.S. Postal Service letter carrier, Octavia Redmond, who was 48 years old, in Chicago's West Pullman neighborhood.
I mean, I ain't saying like it's just that simple, but if they look at, all right, he got 5 years. When he gets out, if he gets out and get a bunch of money, an OTF chain, somebody within his family hits $50,000 to $100,000.
Just before 11:40 in the morning, Redmond was delivering mail on the 12,000 block of South Harvard Ave when a man exited a stolen white Dodge Durango and approached her. He shot her multiple times at close range before fleeing. She was taken to Christ Hospital and later died from her injuries. Authorities used private surveillance video and an anonymous tip to track the suspect's movements before and after the shooting. The stolen vehicle was later found abandoned and torched in the West Chatham neighborhood. Prosecutors also linked the gun to a separate battery case. The teen was arrested in Cedar Rapids, Iowa on September 30th, 2024, extradited to Chicago and charged with first-degree murder. On July 1st, 2026, Cook County Judge Sanju Uman Green, sentenced the juvenile to 5 years in the Illinois Department of Juvenile Justice after he pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. The case was prosecuted in juvenile court, and the judge applied juvenile court sentencing guidelines. He was sentenced on June 3rd, 2026, so this year. Redmond, who had worked for USPS for 15 years, was described by neighbors as a mother to the neighborhood. The National Association of Letter Carriers and other postal workers rallied, calling for stronger protection for carriers and renewing calls for improved safety on city. I mean, I don't think none of that's going to matter when your baby daddy is OTF Jam and he's out there spanking shit. But
And I was just about to say that probably was why she got, because sometimes that will happen. If you are catching bodies, you are out here acting super Mr. Tough Guy. If niggas can't come get you, they will get somebody close to you. Brother, sister, mama, daddy, girlfriend, baby mama, whoever it is. If you are hurting people so much and they can't get you, they will get somebody close to you to make you feel what they're feeling. That will happen. That I believe that will happen to it's a rapper. What the fuck is his name? Damn, I can't remember his name. But they couldn't get him, so they knocked his grandparents off and torched their house.
the fact that a 15-year-old got booked on there, I didn't even know that they could run a first-degree murder case in juvenile court. I would assume that charge is big enough, first-degree murder. There isn't a charge bigger than that.
No, you can still, any case, or especially when you're young, can be still held within juvenile court. It's about the lawyers. If the lawyer's like, nah, let's say your lawyer, they say you did it. Your lawyer said, hey, let's have this in juvenile court. But the prosecutor says, no, this is so heinous, it gotta be in adult court, and then they convince the judge to say, hey, move it up to adult court, then it goes up. If they don't fight against it, they're gonna stay where it's at.
I would assume you would get straight to adult court. You'd be adjudicated as an adult. You would go to the adult county jail and be held in a different wing until you turn 18.
Yeah, no.
He only got 5 years for killing her.
And then plus, with him being 15, that probably was his first body, first everything. They still won't. If he would have got, let's say if he was 18, or if they would have said, all right, we're gonna make this to adult court. He's 15, so therefore he would have did time. He would did 3 years in juvenile, and then went up to adult. And then it's like, you spent his childhood and the good majority of his adulthood within jail. These are between 15 and say 25, 24, whatever, 23. Them are the years that can shape how your future or your life is going to turn out. Like, if you ain't doing certain shit, if you ain't trying to get a job, if you ain't saving up, if you ain't working on your credit, if you ain't built, like, going through these certain relationships in life, like, you will end up a certain way because you didn't experience the certain things that you were supposed to experience. So therefore, like, jail is supposed to be about rehabilitation. And if this person is in jail from 15 to 30, and then you release them, they've been in jail around convicts and fighting and violence for all that time. How you think that person is going to come out? You think that person is going to come out and just be a good, wholesome, hey guys, my name is John, I'm finna go to church? No, it's a great chance that person is going to come out violent. Because the year that could have shaped him into a good person, he was around violence.
That's insane. He's going to be out. He's probably going to get time served because he's been locked up already for 3 years. This kid's going to be out, and he's going to be under 20 years old with a body under his belt.
Minor who pleaded guilty to killing a postal worker will spend 5 years in juvenile detention. Octavia Redmond was killed in July of 2024 while she was delivering mail. The juvenile got out of a stolen vehicle and shot her multiple times at close range. That person pleaded guilty to murdering her last month.
Developing this morning, Chicago police have released surveillance video of a person of interest in the deadly shooting of a postal worker.
The shooting happened last month in the West Pullman neighborhood. Mugo Adigwe is live in the newsroom this morning with a look at that new video. So Mugo, what does it show?
Well, first off, we know the U.S. Postal Inspection Service is already offering a $250,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction in this.
Well, no wonder they got the tip then. They offered up $250,000. And that's the thing is, like, you got to understand, what are the chances that 15-year-olds in Chicago are getting sent on hits knowing that the punishment isn't going to be extreme? And then the same person that sent you on the hit drops the tip to get you booked so they can collect the $250 after paying you like $5K to go do the murder. What if that actually happened? Right? You give a 15-year-old 10K, he goes and kills somebody. He ain't gonna get that much time. He got 5 years in this case. But then you drop the tip and you walked with $250,000, and the person you wanted to get killed got killed.
This case, and now Chicago police are hoping the new.
Because then it's still, I mean, it's still possible. Don't get it twisted. But then again, they still gonna come look at. All right, yeah, you have no ties to the person who did it, but you have ties to the person who was unalive. You and the person was beefing, and then you just so happen to be the one that knows who did it and get them convicted. Like, it would take a lot for the person who's going to jail for them not to come snitch on you, unless you tell them like, "Hey, nigga, hey, look, you gonna go? I'm gonna give you this 5 bands. You gonna go catch that body. You gonna go do this amount of time, and when you get out, I got another bag for you when you get out. And then you pay him out of the bag that you made from him going to jail." That's a complete finesse.
New video gets them closer to the killer. So here's that video on your screen. Part of it shows a man getting to a white Dodge Durango near 70th and Campbell. This is right before the shooting. Then at some point, the same video shows a man getting out of that Durango near 121st and Harvard. He runs across the street and out of view. Then he runs back to the car before it drives off. Police say on that day, Friday, July 19th, around 11:40 in the morning, 48-year-old...
Yeah, that was personal. That was personal for sure. Now, and for sure, it's either behind Jam or behind whoever set it up. But that was for sure personal, for sure.
Postal worker Octavia Redmond was in front of a home near 121st and Harvard when a man walked up to her and shot her. She died at the hospital. The Dodge Durango used in the shooting was later found abandoned and torched in the middle of a field on South Holland Avenue. Now, anyone with information on this shooting is asked to call Area 2 detectives.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty extreme. And I can't imagine being...
That was for sure personal. That was just been like a random... They was driving around the block, getting off on somebody, she got hit up the street. That's random. You're making a stop, you're at work and you're the only person outside and they come run up on you and get you. That was personal. That was either a scent hit or a revenge hit behind what her baby daddy was doing.
OTF Jam and seeing that play out, especially if he's thinking it came from his own people. Like, damn, they really sent somebody at my people, at my family. How am I going to play this out? Obviously, Jam doesn't have the power to go at Durk because Durk is surrounded by people at all times. Durk's a multi-millionaire. Durk doesn't even live in Chicago. So Jam doesn't necessarily have the capability to get at him. Well, what's something he could do? Cooperate. If he cooperates with the feds, he saves himself from any crazy amount of prison time, but he's also essentially putting away the person who allegedly got his baby moms killed. Now, as far as the history of OTF Jam, his real name is Casey Hester, and this is mugshots.com. They upload regular mugshots, but they also seem to have a lot of prison mugshots. This is the same website that posted the picture of me with the infamous slash that
I tried to find my shit on here, bro, but that shit do not pop up at all. Mugshots.com, bro. I went on this motherfucker and I could not find mine. Like, so it seems like they're posting anybody, but I guess probably because I think I've heard LA County doesn't do that shit. I think Los Angeles County doesn't post mugshots. So that's the problem.
This is the same website that posted the picture of me with the infamous slash that everybody said was a fake picture. And I mean, it actually tells you when this photo got uploaded. Let me see. This official record was collected from a law enforcement agency on November of 2013. So this picture got uploaded in date added 11/16/2013. Everybody said I faked this and I photoshopped it, but I was actually in prison when this hit the internet. I was at Lancaster's work camp. But yeah, so I mean, unless this is a fake picture, we have OTF Jam right here. And this was when he was at the Northern Reception Center. His parent institution was Stateville Correctional Center. And he was in there for aggravated battery, discharge of a firearm, and sentenced to 14 years. So again, I believe they said he was released in 2022. But other than that, I wasn't really able to find much details on the shooting that put him away. Now, interestingly enough, we spoke on the reason 6ix9ine gave for cooperating. We compared it to the alleged reason why Jam is cooperating. And academics the other day would ask 6ix9ine what he would have done if he was in Lil Durk's position.
If in Durk's position, what would I do, right?
Yeah.
If I was in Durk's position, when we first got indicted for the murder for hire, I would have quickly lawyered up OTF Vonnie, OTF Jam, because now we part of one firm. You know how it goes. That one firm controls.
I said that, and a
Listen,
lot of people didn't get it.
when you got a dream team, one is on me, one is on my mans, the other one is on my mans, and then their paralegals is on them. Ain't no way you gonna tell because everything's gonna get back to me.
I agree with that one.
You saying if in Durk's position, what would I do, right?
Now that sounds like the best route, lawyering everybody up. But at the same time, if you feel like Jam is already cooperating, there's not much you can do. You know what I mean? It sounds good, but if he's already cooperating, and especially if you're the one that got his baby mama hit, you're not gonna pay for his lawyer.
Yeah. And then plus also, lawyers can, I don't say easily, but they can try to separate y'all anyway. That's how a lot of people get F. That's how the niggas who got Folio, they separated the niggas from the girl. They could have easily kept them all together and they would all got the same time. But they separated the girl from the guy, so she got less time.